Wide bodies are just not for me, or so I thought. Today we're talking my early impressions of the enhanced wide body duo. I've got probably about 8 to 12 hours of gameplay on this paddle, and I just want to share my opinions with it. First, let's talk about Enhance. Enhance is the company that brought you the Dinkmaster. The Dinkmaster is a backboard with targets where you can work on dinking and your speed ups and whatnot. A couple years ago, they got into the paddle game. Recently, they've had several releases. Notably, the first foam one they had was the Jed 4.5, which was a huge step in the right direction for their paddles. But then came the Duo, and the Duo really changed my mind. The Duo is the best paddle they've released by a long shot, and it's using a floating core EPP with the EVA ring, but they're doing it a little differently. The Edge is using a ridge core technology is what they're calling it, and it's kind of like a tongue and groove with the EVA, with the EPP being slotted into the EVA around it. And this gives you a better feel across the face. How I would describe this paddle is medium plush. Like it's plush, but it's not like plush to the point that it's soft. So who this paddle would not be for is if you were looking for that hollow, crisp feel, this paddle is definitely not for you. This feels more like a dense, softer foam, but I'd call it like a medium soft foam, not like as soft as like, say, a Charm. Where this paddle really shines is in the forgiveness. Resets are very easy with this paddle. Dinking feels very consistent across the face. I don't feel like there's drop off in consistency on the face. I feel like the dinking is very solid. Power wise, I wouldn't put this as a top tier power paddle. I would definitely put this in the lower to mid tier as far as power, but it's not lacking any put away power. Overheads are still plenty powerful to put away. Speed ups are great. Flicks from the net are solid. One of the most crucial benefits of this paddle, though, is the forgiveness. Blocks and soft resets are buttery with this, very buttery. So who's this paddle for? I would say this paddle is for anybody in the 3.5 to 4.5, honestly 5.0 range that values forgiveness but wants enough power to put the ball away, but isn't looking for that top tier power or that crisp, really hollow feel. I think you would need to go to another paddle. If you like the medium plush paddle that still provides enough power for putaways and speed ups, but is very consistent across the face with not a lot of power drop off, if you do miss that sweet spot a little bit, I would say the Duo, you can't miss with the Duo. The Duo is a great paddle there. They did send me this paddle. I was not paid to make any sort of review, but if you do use the code DINKSMASH, it saves you a few bucks and it does support my channel, and I appreciate you if you do that. Thank you for watching my first impressions video. Also, I'm going to be giving away 3 Duos to the viewers. If you would like to enter this giveaway, all you got to do is share this review video and then in the comments write shared, and you'll be entered in to win one of 3 enhanced duos. These are going to be the wide bodies that the winner is going to be receiving. I personally loved the wide body more so than the elongated, which this is the first wide body that I have kind of grown into. So, are wide bodies for me? Maybe. See you guys next time.